SwitchGrocery. I just was checking all my streams. Welcome to SwitchGrocery. I am Neha, the co-founder of SwitchGrocery. We're an online grocery store where we find food products we have food products that you can't find in your typical grocery stores. And tonight is a special night because we have two launches. We have a Keto Chow core, and we have the Keto Brick milk and cookies. Hey, Greg. And if you know me and if you know our company, you know that we normally do not do Thursday night live shows. Keto Chow core. I'm just typing it out. But tonight we had to because this is a live launch, which we haven't done before. So on our back end, we have put them in stock. You will have to let me know if you see them on the site, if you have any issues. The easiest way is there's a blog post that summarizes everything about Keto Chow Core and Keto Brick, and also has a link to Greg, who just joined, his famous bark recipe. All of the hellos coming in. Hi, Karen. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Jacqueline. It's so nice to see you. And hi, Kimberly. This is fantastic. So the format of our show is the first 5 minutes we spend saying hi, saying, hey, what's up, how everybody is doing. Hi, Pat. So nice to see you. How are you? Visual Keto is in the chat. Hi, Visual Keto. So nice to see you. Yeah, and this is really exciting because these are completely new products. And I'm actually going to be doing a live taste test about them. So with them, and we actually made them. So I'm pretty excited. Jacqueline is asked if it's on the site now. Yes, it is. They're live on the site. They're in stock. Lori Olson says, hi, Neha. Hi, Lori. Yes, I'm sorry that the show started a little bit late. We're not used to Thursdays, so I was sending out a text and an email, and I was doing a bunch of back end things. So I was sitting, if you saw me just sitting a few minutes ago, I was just like, oh my gosh, I can't do this. This part is fun and easy, but there's some things in the back in terms of emails and making sure that our inventory in the back end is like working. So all of that is done. And now we just get to go have fun. Jacqueline is saying she's going to go order right now, BRB. But Jacqueline, wait, this is a live taste test. So I can basically live taste test them, and you can decide. Greg says the bricks are phenomenal. If you don't follow Keto Greg 80 on Instagram, he's in the live chat right now on Instagram. He's phenomenal. He's always posting tips and tricks. Really thought-provoking and incredible posts from him. I really enjoy reading all his posts. Always learn something. And I stole his bark recipe. So I saw on Judge Me, like our review portal, that someone reviewed Keto Brick and said that they made it the way the founder, so me, made the bark. Well, the bark originally came from Greg. He came up with the recipe. We've credited him on the recipe, but melting this into bark is amazing. And I got to start with some crazy news. Today, somebody ordered 78 keto bricks. Yes, I'm like 78. Normally when we get orders over $1,000, we actually call because we make sure that we call them just to make sure that it's not a fraudulent order. We've been having more issues with stolen credit cards recently, and we always want to make sure we verify these orders. But we had a great chat with this person. If they're watching, welcome to the show. But Brian had a great chat with them about Keto Brick and how useful it is, especially if you're in a job where you can't stop to have a meal and you're just out and working and you need something that's shelf stable. So it was just a phenomenal conversation, and just reminded me why it's so important what we do. Like what we do is so important, and all of the products we carry really help people wherever they are and in whatever way they are living and running their lives, right? Like especially with finding time. Okay, so Kimberly says, once I get back to work and I've saved up some cash to place an order for both, though I have to watch my fats, so the keto bricks would last me a long while. Yes, definitely, Kimberly, we're always here, no rush, always here. That's what I always say. We're always here. And yeah, so today, hey, Rachel. So today's show, I'm going to give you the bad news. Okay, so there is some bad news, and I'm going to give it to you because I have to give it to you. So the sad news is that the good news is we have Keto Chow core here, sweetened and unsweetened, to try. The bad news is we don't have keto brick, milk and cookies to taste test live. I have had milk and cookies. So what happened tonight was there was a rainstorm in Toronto, and our order, so this happens to us too, our order got held up from our warehouse and it didn't get to us in time. I've tried the milk and cookies. So all this means is there's going to be a second video. If you're watching this purely for keto brick, I'm going to be trying the chocolate keto brick. I'm going to talk about the milk and cookies. I'm going to show you the ingredients, read you the ingredients, read you the nutritional, and I'm going to tell you the tasting notes of it, everything. So I will do all of that, but I'll do a separate reel or video on our social media, so Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, to show you to do a live milk and cookies taste test. If you click on the link that's right in the explanation, you'll actually see Erin 80 Keto has done a live taste test, so you can watch that as well. It's in the link to the blog post. You just have to go and click on. It's basically in the link to click below on this live, wherever, if you're watching Facebook or Instagram. On Instagram, if you go to our blogs and then you just click on the most recent blog, it's the most recent blog because I just edited it right now, added this video there. Jacqueline says, okay, saw the new bricks, Keto Chow, could not find under Keto Chow. Sorry, we'll look again after taste testing. Okay, I will make sure, I'll check with Brian that it is there. I'll definitely check with Brian that it's there, and everything is set up. He's just putting Mason down, our son, upstairs, but he said that he did everything. Maybe it's a little bit harder to find on the site. But if you go in the email, Jacqueline, that I just sent, then I've linked the Keto Chow core right there. And then you can click on two options, sweetened or unsweetened. The good news is we have Keto Chow core. We have unsweetened, sweetened, and chocolate. So 1 out of 2 ain't bad. So I'm going to be trying out Keto Chow right in front of you guys. I'm actually going to sit down because it's a little bit easier. Today's more of a sit down show, but I'm going to be trying all of the different Keto Chows live right in front of you. I have tried them. Okay, so cool. I just dropped water all over myself. That's great. These are the live things, right, you guys? These are the live things. This is what happens. It's okay. It's okay. It is okay. Let me just clean up. It's all good. I don't have a separate t-shirt, so I will have to, and I can't take a t-shirt off because then that would make this a different kind of live, you guys. We're not there yet. Let me see if I can find a t-shirt. Okay. T-shirt in our dryer. I'm going to ask Brian. Brian. Okay, I'm going to have to text him. But yeah, you guys, I would take off my shirt. But we're just not there yet. So I'm sure we'll get there someday, right? That's what we're going to keep telling each other. So let me just put the lid on this water. Shalini says she loves my hair tonight. Thanks, Shalini. I think I just washed it. And then, yeah, usually when I just wash it, it looks great, but then it gets oily in like one day, basically. So this would have been the day of a wash. And Karen Bradley says deep breaths because she knows me. She knows that I get nervous when things go wrong. Lisa says, yet? We're not there yet. Well, at least it's water. Okay, so I'm going to message Bri, and then Rachel who I work with, of course, says wet t-shirt contest, because that is something that Rachel would 1000% say. I'm going to message Brian to bring me down a t-shirt when you come down. When you come down, please. I dropped water all over myself. Keto brick t-shirt preferred. Okay. All right, we're ready, you guys. We're ready. So let's come back. We be ready, and let's come to what we're going to do. So these are my notes, you guys. Like, I go all out before these lives. I make like all my notes of everything. I am ready. And if you're joining now, this is a live taste test of Keto Chow, the new core Keto Chow, and the new unsweetened and sweetened Keto Chow. And it was supposed to be keto brick milk and cookies. We're going to talk about keto brick milk and cookies, but we will not be taste testing that specific flavor on the live today because I don't have it with me, and I will have it with me tomorrow. Shipping issues. All right, so Visual Keto says things always go wacky on the live. Just ask the bears. I will. So Chris and Miriam Bear are the founders of Keto Chow. So things always go wacky with them too, you know? And so I'm just going to follow their route. Okay, you guys, let's do this. So we have 3 shakes here. Why? Let's talk about Keto Chow Core. Why did Keto Chow launch Core? What is the purpose of Core? What does Core even mean? So Keto Chow shakes, and I'm sure that everyone on the live knows them, but they are meal replacement shakes that are made the classic flavors with milk isolate protein. They have, they're 1/3 of your daily meals. So 1 meal out of 3. 1/3 of your daily calories. You can add fat to modify the shake, modify your calories, and just how much fat you want. You blend it, you put it in the fridge, it's a shake. That's the base. And now the founders said, let's come out with beef, another chocolate flavor, a different protein, beef isolate protein. Yes, that sounds interesting, right? Chocolate with beef isolate protein. So first question, you do not taste the beef, obviously, like most protein shakes that have beef protein, like beef protein. I forget exactly what it's called. Let me just quickly figure out what it is. Beef protein isolate. Yes, no, it's beef protein. Give me a sec. I know it's milk protein isolate. There we go. Beef protein isolate. Yes. So beef protein isolate is what they're the protein basis. Number 1, why did they make this? So that makes, first, great news for my dairy-free friends, that makes the shakes dairy-free right away. Okay. Hold on 1 sec. I'm just going to close the dryer door because nobody needs to see my dryer. So basically, it is beef protein isolate. You don't taste it. And then it makes it completely dairy-free. You still add your own fat. So you need always, for the Keto Chow shakes, a minimum of 10 grams of fat for the protein, for the electrolytes, for the vitamins. Normally I add like 25, 30, sometimes 40, depends on the day. But you need a minimum of 10 grams. So that's not changed. And the only flavor right now that they've come out with is chocolate. So if you like it, you have to, basically what they will and may come out with other flavors, but they're really testing this out and to see if people like it. Why did they launch protein? Like their classic, and you guys know this if you've tasted it, their classic is amazing, right? Like it tastes like a milkshake. It feels like you went to Burger King and got a milkshake. Their classic is to die for, the classic Keto Chow milkshakes. They launched this because there is a minority of people, some people actually may not even be a minority, but people who want a dairy-free option, so no milk, and they also, may have a response to sucralose. So to give you an idea, that it's like a dot of sucralose that they put in the shakes, because sucralose is very concentrated with sweetener. But some people still have either a physiological response, so it doesn't work well with them, or they have an ideological response, which is, we get a lot of comments on our ads that I don't like sucralose, or sucralose is bad for you and all of that. And I've done some research, and I know Chris Bear, the founder, has done some research. And basically, this is something that I encourage everyone to research and for yourself for sucralose. Sucralose just has had the best taste for the shakes. Also, it is comforting to know that it's only a speck. Like literally, it is only a speck of sucralose. I think it's like 0 point something grams. So, but this has no sucralose. So there's two options. There's one that's sweetened with stevia, and then there's one that is, I can show them to you. And then there's one that's sweetened with nothing, unsweetened. Let me, when Brian comes down, I'll get him to get some wine glasses. So for the next few minutes, we're going to try them. I'm going to show them to you. We're going to try them. And you'll actually be able to assess and see even just the texture difference and the taste difference. Let me show them to you. So this is your classic Keto Chow. There you'll remember the green triangle on the top. This is your core Keto Chow. So this is, you can see this would be unsweetened. It says it's dairy-free and it's unsweetened. Then you have the core that is with a green line, and then that is dairy-free with stevia. So you'll notice it has a little leaf on it over there that says dairy-free with stevia core, and dairy-free and unsweetened. So that's what it looks like. It's very marked very clearly, dairy-free and unsweetened. And that's what that is. And then, so that's kind of how it looks. Right now, they're not doing large bags. They've just come out with the sample packs. Hold on one second. I'm going to get you guys my glasses to try them. Okay. To try them. Here we go. We have wine glasses, and that is what we're going to be using to drink our shakes tonight. And we also have here we go, our SwitchGrocery wine glass. Not available for sale, friends. Not available for sales. So Susan's here. She says, hi, I'm sorry I'm late. It's all good, Susan. You are coming in just at the right time. We're starting to taste test. Everything's live on the site. We've launched Keto Chow Core, and we've launched Keto Brick Milk and Cookies, but you're going to be here right for the taste test. And Lisa says, hey, Sue. Hey, Sue. So let's go. Okay, so we have the 3 here, right here. You're so welcome. Yes. Did you get my text, Susan? Because I've been trying to, everyone says they need reminders right before the show. So I'm always like, do I send them closer to the show? I sent the email today 15 minutes before the show, and I sent the SMS 10 minutes after the show started, because the beginning is always just chatting or whatever the case is. Okay, so I have all of them here. This is the regular Keto Chow. So I'm going to pour it into your classic Keto Chow, shake it up, and I'm going to pour it into a wine glass, and you can see the texture. Okay, so that's what it looks like. It's kind of more thicker and milkshakey, I would say. That's your regular. These are all made with coconut oil. And this is, I don't know which core it is. So let me just see if this is sweetened or unsweetened. That's unsweetened. Wow. It's really good. Okay, so this must be sweetened. So one thing you'll notice, texture, you guys. I'm going to put the sweetened one. So I'm actually having beef protein, which is pretty crazy. So I'm going to put this in, and you can see the texture's a little thinner, right? It's a little bit thinner than the milkshake style. You'll also notice something interesting. There are clumps in here, and I'm going to explain that in a second. Why would I have clumps? Let's put in the unsweetened core, which is the new beef protein isolate. As usual, I shook it up. Again, kind of thinner than the milkshake. So it's not super milkshakey. So we've got our 3 right here. I'm going to put them here. I think I remember which ones these are. I'm going to turn you guys down to see this. So you can kind of see here, this is the classic. It's more milkshakey. It's thicker This is the core. These two are the core. This is sweetened with stevia. And you can notice clumps in it, and I'll tell you why, because I used cold water. So I made a mistake. And for this, I used warm water, and you can see that it's totally, totally fine. This is the unsweetened version. So what I would say about this in terms of texture is definitely it's thinner, but you need to mix warm water. So you have to mix warm water for your Keto Chow core to mix well. If you don't, you're going to get what happened to me, which is clumps. Now, these clumps will settle in time, or if you throw this back in the Vitamix, it should work. But what Chris said was the option that you need to do is basically mix your Keto Chow either in a blender, or you have to basically make sure you use very warm water. And he gave me a number. It was, I think, 50 to 60 degrees. That's what I used here. So I live in Toronto. Water's good. I can have it from a tap, and you can see how much creamier this is. Totally fine. Did you mix them with the same fat? The unsweetened looks lighter. I would say yes, because we were trying to make everything okay. So all three of them are mixed with coconut oil. They're all mixed with coconut oil. You can also tell, like, this is the classic, and it definitely looks a little bit thinner because sometimes I tend to add Joy, my creamy Joy or melted butter, but this is all coconut oil. So all of this is melted coconut oil and water. But this, I think, actually is not just the protein clumps. I think it's also the coconut oil clumps clumped up. But I actually think, you know what? I don't know if that's the coconut oil clumps. I think that's the shake. That's what Chris said. Like, if you do not mix warm water, that is what is going to happen. So I'm going to taste that. It still should be fine, but I will taste that for you guys. So welcome. I see a bunch of people joining Instagram. Hi, Daisy Scrunchies. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Mark. We are trying the new Keto Chow core. Let's do this. Okay, so a couple of other things. I want to make sure that, okay, so first I'm going to try the classic Keto Chow. So here we go. Cheers. Good. Really good. Same taste. The coconut oil definitely makes it a little bit, I would say, like, less delicious sometimes. I like the coconut oil and the melted coconut oil and the fruity flavors, but the Keto Chow classic chocolate tastes like a milkshake. It's your standard. You can use melted butter, or you can use some heavy cream. Milkshake. It hasn't sat in the fridge for a while, so that's probably why it's not as milkshakey, but it's milkshakey. Now we're going to try the Keto Chow core that Brian messed up. I'll call it Brian messed up, but we're going to try the Keto Chow core sweetened. This is sweetened with stevia. Here I go. I'm going to also try the clumps, unfortunately. Okay. The clumps, you really can't, like, it's not enjoyable. So let me try it here, because they're like, I'll shake it up again. It's not, okay, there's less clumps once I shook it up. So let me shake it up again. It's really not as enjoyable. So this is a great reminder to use very warm water when you make this. Okay. No taste of beef. It's really good. Like, it's more liquidy, definitely. Like, even just than the other Keto Chow, it's more liquidy. I'm trying to think of how to explain it to you. Okay, this would be my best example. You know, it's like a chocolate protein. So one of the things that Chris said was to watch for was Chris, founder of Keto Chow, was that the taste, it tastes better than another chocolate protein that you would find on the market, but it is not as like good at, not good tasting. I think he actually said it's not as, you may be disappointed. He actually used those words, because he said you may be disappointed if you're expecting the taste of the classic Keto Chow, but you won't be disappointed if you're just expecting a really great protein shake that has like a meal replacement that tastes like chocolate. And I would say it's really, really I don't mind the particles, but it's a great chocolate milkshake. He actually added heavy cream to it, which he was like defeats the purpose, which is why I tried it with coconut oil to make it like more dairy free. But I would say it's thinner, which I like. Like I'll add more water to my Keto Chow shakes in any case. And I do think like this is a great option for someone like Brian, my partner, who doesn't really love dairy, and he has not recently like has started to feel a little bit uncomfortable with the Keto Chow shakes. I tell him to drink them slowly, but it's a great option for him. I'm going to now try the unsweetened. Let me see if I'm making sure I'm telling you guys everything. So there's no sucralose in here. Okay, yeah, so you can definitely taste, you can taste in terms of sweetener. Let me taste it again and tell you how sweet this one is compared to the other one. So I would say it's the same level of sweet as the classic Keto Chow. Definitely the same level of sweet. Definitely you need to use warm water, as you just saw, because there's the particles. You can see the particles in here from not using warm water. I don't think that's melted coconut. I don't think that's coconut clumps. I think that's what Chris was talking about. What happens that it does not mix as well as your classic Keto Chow, because my understanding is what causes the thickening is the milk protein isolate, and it helps blend it. But this has beef protein isolate, so it definitely needs the warm water. Don't use hot water. Very warm water is good. And then I want to make sure, yes, it's more liquidy. If you want to thicken it, the tip that he gave us was 1/4 teaspoon guar gum. Bree and I were talking. She's tried it as well, Bree on our team, and she suggested xanthan gum. And Miriam, the co-founder of Keto Chow, Chris's partner, explained that she has added gelatin to it, which is another suggestion to thicken the shakes. So gelatin will really help thicken the Keto Chow core. And then clumps we talked about. And I really liked this quote from this one quote from Chris, who said, "Don't compare Keto Chow core to the classic. Let it shine for what it is, which is a alternative protein, flexible sweetener option." And he said, just let it shine for what it is. It's got your, like, if you compare it, you might be disappointed, but if you let it shine for what it is, which is a really good protein shake, well, then you're going to win out. Hey, Jonah, we're just trying Keto Chow core. So I liked that a lot. And also, let's just come back to, it is sucralose free, or you can use your own sweetener. So now we're going to try the unsweetened, and it is dairy free as well. Okay, do you have a t-shirt? Yes, you guys have a t-shirt. So again, reminding you, I cannot change on camera because we're not there yet. I've dropped water on my t-shirt. And then Rachel said wet t-shirt contest. And I might have said we're not there yet.
We're not that kind of company.
We're not that kind of company, right? You guys, we're not. Bri, do you want to try to taste them and let us know?
No, because I'm sick, so I can't taste them.
Okay, yeah, Brian is a little sick, and I don't want him to try anything from my wine glasses, but I'm going to change for you. Let's just have some music, some singing music. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know what I'm singing. You could just go on and hear my changed. All right. Presenting a dry t-shirt. We did it. Okay, Jacqueline asks, is the chocolate flavor less in the core version? Did you find it? Interesting. You did?
You know what? No. I found it a stronger cacao flavor.
Okay, so he found a stronger cacao flavor. Let me try both. I'm going to try both. Let's do it. So regular. Same to me. Brian says that the core is more cacao, Like he can taste the cacao and the chocolate come through. I think that they're pretty much the same, but because it's like a thinner one, it doesn't. I think that's what you'll notice, Jacqueline. You'll notice that the consistency is thinner. Visual Keto says, I use warm tap water and my water heater is set at 115 max. The warm water will help the fat stay melted and the acacia fiber keeps the fat in suspension. I hope this helps. I'm a butter lover. Lol. Thank you, Visual Keto. That really, really helps. And Lisa asks for music, but there's no music. Music? There isn't any at all. And Jonah says, Serious Keto said the same thing. Did he say about the warm tap water, Jonah, or are you talking about whether the chocolate flavor is less than the core version? Hi, Tanya. Tanya just joined on Instagram. We are just trying the new Keto Chow core flavors, which are dairy-free, beef protein, and flexible sweetener options, which is what Chris likes to say, flexible sweetener options. So let's try this Keto Chow core. So this is the unsweetened. You guys, I can't believe there's an unsweetened, dairy-free and unsweetened chocolate protein option. I'm really excited about this. Cheers. Also, this is one of our most attended lives. Like I'm wondering if we need to change our time from Tuesday night to Thursday night because Thursday night's the new Friday. All right, let's go. Let's try it. Cheers. Now, this is unsweetened. Miriam told me that it would taste like unsweetened baking chocolate, and I'm going to try it. Okay. So I got to say this. This is amazing. Like, this is probably the unsweetened core. It could be because we, pardon my language, effed up the sweetened core for the live because real life. We messed it up because it's obviously clumpy. So maybe we're not getting the taste so right on the Keto Chow core. But I'm going to tell you right now, 1,000%, like, this is amazing. This unsweetened Keto Chow core is really good. Like, if you're someone who doesn't, so for me, when I went low carb, I was okay. Like, I started to practice probably with less sugar. This is you just taste like, it's like chocolate milk. And she said it was unsweetened baking chocolate, but with like a few ice cubes. I would actually make the unsweetened chocolate. So you're basically having a beef protein shake, meal replacement. I would probably add a couple of ice things to it. And this would be amazing. So on Keto Chow's site, they have a blog post that says how much sugar to start with or how much sweetener to start with. I conveniently have Sweet Monk. This is a sweetener we carry, which we have the French vanilla flavor and the original flavor. I would just actually want to save this for myself because it's really, really good. I'm going to put some of it back. Like, really good, you guys. Like, look at that. Look at that shake. Really good. Worth a try. Like, this unsweetened is definitely worth a try because you can add your own sweetener and that just feels amazing. So I'm going to add a few drops of the Sweet Monk in it because you could add your own sweetener, which I love. I can add sweetener and basically, wow. On this, Jonah says about the chocolate that Serious Keto said the same thing. I would say on the unsweetened, I can definitely taste a more faint chocolate flavor than the original chocolate. Like, I think that it's a little bit more faint. It's not like super strong chocolate. It's kind of like, it's kind of like what Miriam said, which is unsweetened baking chocolate. But it's really, really good. I have to say I'm a big fan of unsweetened. And Kimberly says it would be good in your coffee too, the unsweetened, then a bit of monk fruit drops and such. Oh, that's amazing. I'm actually going to try that in my coffee tomorrow. So, and I can blend it in our blender. I will say one thing, which is the Keto Chow. I had not tried the unsweetened until this live. And I know we always say we try everything before we launch it. We got the Keto Chow sachets, but I just didn't think I'd be interested in the unsweetened. So I had only tried the sweetened. And I loved the sweetened. So when I tried it last, I really, really liked it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. But the unsweetened right now that I just tried in front of you for the first time really blows me away because I've never had a chance to try Keto Chow unsweetened. Like I've just never had that chance, and I kind of wanted it. Like it would have been nice to try an unsweetened shake, unsweetened protein, like no sweetener, you guys. So that has no sucralose, no stevia, no erythritol. Well, they don't use erythritol, but nothing, and it's pretty freaking delicious. Like, wow, I'm blown away by that. So definitely give the dairy free. Sorry, got paused. Definitely give the dairy free, the unsweetened chocolate a try. And Kimberly says, I have made keto egg coffee with Keto Chow. When I had it, it was so good. That sounds delicious. Did you mean eggnog coffee, Kimberly? And then Jonas says, Serious Keto said to use Boca Sweet if you want it really sweet. Okay, that is very helpful to know. I think that's another thing where the unsweetened could be good because you could literally just have any sweetener that you want. So it gives you a lot of flexibility. I love the idea. I would use the unsweetened also in the summer months for iced coffees, like having an iced coffee for lunch, bunch of ice. That just sounds amazing. Unfortunately, it's very cold in Toronto right now. Visual Keto says that, unfortunately, I think we're conditioned to identify the sweetness from our past as part of chocolate. As a dark chocolate lover, I'm used to less sweet, so I'm excited. That's amazing. I love that. Like, I think you're so right because I used to love sugar, but slowly and surely, it's funny. Some of the feedback that we actually get on the Keto Chow shakes, and this is less feedback than you would think, but we definitely get some people that come through. Like the negative comments that we've had about Keto Chow, like on our ads, has been sucralose. Because as I said, there's a lot of like noise sometimes around sucralose. And Chris has addressed that noise, the founder in various blogs. And he's also talked about that it's really a speck. Like that's what made me feel better when I was like, okay, it's only a speck of sucralose. The other feedback that we get is it's too sweet. Like we've gotten emails that people are just like, this is too sweet for me. So I thought that was really interesting. And we always tell them to mix more water. We tell them to use less Keto Chow, but we have had some feedback that it's too sweet from some people, not all, some people. And then we have also, obviously, the other feedback that we get, which we always try to address, is the price. The price of a Keto Chow shake is $7.99, $8.49, depending on the flavor that you get. In Canada, that has gone up, as you know, in the last year considerably because of inflation and price increases. And we've done our best to hold prices back as much as we can. But we really look at it as, I like the way one of our customers explained it, which was she looks at it as part of our food budget, not additive to our food budget, but part of our food budget. And then also looking at the price as, hey, this is something where I save my time. I don't have to make food, buy ingredients, all this stuff. I don't have to clean up. And all I need to do is add some butter. And so when you add that, I think we have some calculations on our site, which is, what would you use for Keto Chow on a week? So for example, I could actually do it right now for you, but it would be like $8 times 5. So for 5 days, if you had Keto Chow for a meal, that's $40 in a week, which covers your weekday lunches, which really is not bad because you're not going out to buy lunch. I know that this totally depends on your budget. So I don't want to say it's not bad. I want to say if it can fit within your budget, the other benefits of that is it's part of your budget. You're not going out to buy anything. You're just basically adding butter or cream or avocado oil or something that's already in your house and water. And it's just easy, right? Like it's much more easier. So that's the third comment we get. Visual Keto said it's still less dollars than full fast food meal. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. And Visual Keto also says if it's too sweet, add a dash of salt or more liquid. Great. Yes, we've told some customers to do that and they've kind of laughed that off. Like, why would I add salt to a meal replacement shake? But I have asked them. Lisa says, anxiously waiting to mix a core unsweetened with a regular chocolate to make them less sweet. Luckily, I have no dairy issues. Okay, Lisa, I have literally never thought of this. That sounds like something I would do because sometimes I find the Keto Chow too sweet. I absolutely love that. Like, I literally love that suggestion. So if you don't like dairy, if you are okay with dairy, I actually want to send that out in a newsletter. Like, that's a great tip. I will come back and cut and paste that. Kimberly also talks about a recipe for egg coffee, which is putting a whole egg in a mug, adding sweetener in the coffee, and pouring in part of Keto Chow protein shake that she made, and then she blended and in the microwave. So that's a pretty, I don't know, you guys, if I can do an egg in my coffee. Like, I have seen people do an egg yolk in their coffee. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I can't do egg in my coffee. Catherine just joined on Instagram. She's amazing. Catherine, we just tried the Keto Chow Core unsweetened, which I think you might like. I'm not sure if you eat beef protein, but this is with beef protein isolate and it is unsweetened. So we have an unsweetened option, which is really good. We have a sweetened option that I messed up by adding cold water. Add warm water. Don't be like me. And then we have the regular classic Keto Chow. So I hope you liked that taste test. I really love that the team did this and tried this. I love that they're always trying new things, always trying new things, and it's literally so amazing that they're trying it. Okay, interesting. Lisa says it sounds nasty, but egg coffee is incredible. Okay, like I think I'm gonna throw up a little bit in my mouth. Like, I don't know. I can't do it. Karen says egg in coffee is good. Karen, I didn't like just egg yolks in coffee or the full egg in coffee. You guys, I can't do this. I don't think I could do it. Okay, so Kimberly says, I think Two Crazy Ketos has a video on egg yolk in coffee. I can't do it, you guys. I literally just can't do it. I'm sorry. You can do egg yolk only. I will try. Visual Keto says if you love iced coffee, make Keto Chow with warm hot coffee and Vitamix, refrigerate, and the next day pour over ice. Yum. Okay, that sounds amazing. I've made the Irish cream flavor with coffee. I've made the mocha flavor with coffee, and obviously made the caramel macchiato with. We sell Explorer cold brew, which we're not selling right now because in the winter the bottles burst. I don't know if you guys heard my 3-year-old, but he just said, no, wow. Man, this is just, doing a live with your 3-year-old upstairs. But definitely, I forgot what I was saying because I can hear him talking. Anyway, but I have done Explorer coffee, has been bursting in the cold. So we are only bringing that back in the spring. It's like a concentrated cold brew that we mix in Keto Chow or just mix and do cold brew coffee. All right. I like 2 tablespoons in my coffee. I think that Jonah's talking about heavy cream. Yes, the price of heavy cream has definitely gone up. I have noticed that. I'm trying to buy my heavy cream right now from a farm close to me. Karen says she puts a whole egg in her coffee. Catherine says it's going to be a no for me, egg and coffee. Thank you, Catherine, because it's going to be a no for me. And Rachel says, yeah, I'm with you, Neha, which means it's a no for her. Karen says, I had the same thought until I tried it. So good. Okay. If I really have to, if you really want me to do this, send an email to contact@switchgrocery.com and say Neha needs to try. So my name is spelled Neha, egg coffee. If I get 5 emails, I will try it, which means I'll try it live. Why am I offering myself up? But I will try it live to do it. The only thing I ask is if I try it, can you guys just leave Switch Grocery Google reviews that you love Switch Grocery? Because This is one where it's a little bit transactional, you guys. Like I need to get something for having egg in my coffee. Like, I don't know, please. But if I get 5 emails to contact@switchgrocery.com, I will try an egg and coffee. I probably won't do it live. I'll do a live reel, like I'll post a video of me doing it on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. Gross. Why do I do this? Okay. I don't know why I'm like that. Rachel says, you're so brave. I'll be watching from the safety of my screen. Okay. I don't know. The things, I always say this, the things I do for this company. Like, I know I own this company, but the things I do, I don't know, you guys. I don't know why I do them. Sometimes I'm like, why am I doing this? Why did I sign up for this? And then I still do it. Catherine says she will do it in solidarity. Okay, Catherine, if I post a video, there's no email that's come through. Let me see if there's any emails that's come through on contact@SwitchGrocery that just say, you just put it in the subject, be lazy. Be lazy like me. Okay, let me log in. All messages, all unread. We have 21 unread messages. This is not a good thing. Okay, no emails yet. So you know what? If I don't get, let's just make it 3 emails. If I get 3 emails, I will try it. If I don't, then I don't have to try it. Karen says you can do this. Karen, no. It's got to be 3 emails. All right. Let's sent email and included to Crazy Ketos video in that email. All right. Okay. We just got an email from Kimberly that says, hi, Neha needs to try egg coffee. So we're at 1 email. 1 email to contact@SwitchGrocery. It was Kimberly. So, okay, we're at 1 out of 3. All right. It'll happen. But if I do it, can you guys please commit that you'll leave a couple of Google reviews? Okay, we have another one, which is, I think we have another one. Oh. Hold on one sec. Neha needs to, we have another email and it's from Lisa. You'll love it. Just don't overthink it. All right, Lisa, I will definitely. Okay, we're waiting for a 3rd email and then it'll happen. Rachel says, I don't want to miss the live, but as soon as I'm done, I'm doing it. Do you guys, I'll send you an email after. Okay, Karen says I'll do an email after the live. And Visual Keto says, Jonah, totally. I make so many chows with coffee, especially mocha, but I like chocolate with coffee better than anything. Amazing. I will keep that in mind because I don't know if I've tried chocolate. Crazy Ketos, they'd be great guests on the live show too. Oh my gosh, I would love to invite them. I've heard so many good things about them. Lori sent an email. Make it better, you guys. If you still haven't sent the email, go to one of our old emails that we just sent you and hit reply, because I'll tell you what, the Google gods think we're real, and we've been sending a bunch of emails, and then the Google gods are like, yes, Neha is running a real company. SwitchGrocery is a real company. And I know Karen Bradley always sends an email that just says received to our emails. It's really sweet. Tells Google gods that we're a real company. So I really appreciate that. Kimberly says that's what mocha is, coffee with chocolate, which is so weird. I know that, but I like the mocha flavor with coffee rather than the chocolate flavor. And eggs count towards your fat. I'll do it, you guys. I think we already have, unfortunately, 3 emails. So yeah, I think we have 3 emails. Yep, Lori Olson. Egg. The hot coffee will cook the egg. It's delicious and creamy. Add a tablespoon of butter too, Lori. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm going to save all these emails and hit you a reply with the video link when I have tried the coffee. All right, you guys. So let's talk about Keto Brick milk and cookies. I don't have the milk and cookies with me. I'm going to do a share screen, and I'm going to show you the milk and cookies on the computer. Does anyone still call it computer? Let me just do that right now. And then that way we'll go over the ingredients. I'll tell you a little bit about the taste. Here we go. That's what the back end looks like, as you can see. And there's the milk and cookies. Okay, so I'm going to turn Instagram. If you're just joining us, we're talking about our lives. And then here we go. We have Keto Brick milk and cookies. So you guys, this flavor all the Keto Brick flavors. If you haven't tried Keto Brick, like just yummy, great founder. We have some of the mint chocolate still left. This is probably one of my favorite flavors. I melt it into bark. I melt it down and make it into like little mint thins. And it tastes like the mint thins I had as a kid and in university. We just launched the milk and cookies. This is a blend of grass-fed whey protein. It's also a blend of cacao butter. Like basically this is protein and fat. And I tend to sometimes just have this for lunch or half a brick for lunch, but I'll add like some meat or a salad or something like that. Let's talk about what this tastes like. So I've tasted it. And then there's also a video. If you go on our website and you go on a blog, New Launches, which has Keto Chow and Keto Keto Brick, milk and cookies, you'll find two videos. One is from Chris and Miriam that goes through the Keto Chow core like I have. And then there is one from Aaron, 80 Keto, who they killed my brick. He actually helped name the original milk and cookies. And I love his review. He talks a lot about it being a nostalgic favorite, like the milk and cookies at night, always craving that. It's replacing. So let's just actually look at the ingredients. It's raw cacao butter, grass-fed whey protein, natural cookies and cream flavor, guar gum, stevia leaf extract, Himalayan pink salt, MCT powder, acacia fiber, and raw organic cacao nibs. That's a little bit of the crunch and ancient sea salt. Great ingredients. Obviously, the first ones being the cacao butter and grass-fed. It is shelf stable, which is fantastic. Creamy, little bit of crunch. There's fewer carbs than the original, which used to be like a vegetable-based protein. This is one which I would really love to melt into bark. So I would do a separate show on the milk and cookies for sure, because I would melt this into bark and put this into my fridge. Basically, I would say, I'll just stop sharing my screen one sec. And I would say the milk and cookies flavor for, if I had to describe it, it actually tastes like milk and cookies. It's cookies and cream. It tastes like creamier than, it just tastes really much creamier than some of the other flavors like chocolate, which has more of the cacao nibs in it. It also like kind of reminds me a little bit of, it's kind of like a deeper flavor than the Keto Chow, than the Keto Chow cookies and cream flavor. Like it's a really, how do I describe it? I actually thought I wrote this down. Hold on, you guys. I thought I wrote this down. Smoother flavor. I don't have it. Consistency, smoothness, more flavor. Another winner. Aaron called it another winner, but I forget. I had like this big thing of like, what does it actually taste like? But yes, creamy for sure. Milk, cookies and cream. When you taste it, you're not going to be like, oh no, this doesn't taste anything like cookies and cream. I shouldn't call it cookies and cream. I should call it milk and cookies. But I know why they called it that, because it's like creamy and beautiful. Rachel says she's adding to cart. Yay! I'm just catching up on some comments. And Lisa says she replied to an email. Yay, thank you. Thank you, Lisa. And Jacqueline says, never say never. I thought egg and coffee was crazy until I had my first one. And Visual Keto says, you will have 5 emails before we are done for sure. I think I have 5 emails. Damn it. I really thought you guys would be lazy and not do this. Karen's responded. Oh, no. Okay, we could do this. I will do it. I'm not going to do it right now because we're at 53 minutes and nobody needs to see that right now. I need to prepare myself, you guys. MCT oil powder. Oh, this is an interesting one. It's a good substitute for mixing with hot water and a frother. So one thing that I know for the milk protein is that with Keto Chow, I don't know if this is for the beef protein isolate, and I might ask this, but definitely using really hot water for Keto Chow Classic, which is with the milk protein isolate and electrolytes and vitamins, it will reduce the efficacy of the vitamins and minerals. So Chris always recommends warm water, but not hot water, obviously. And I think it would be the same with the beef protein as well, because again, it does have electrolytes and vitamins and minerals. So definitely warm water. I would do that. All right, you guys, I'm so sorry that I could not try the keto brick. I will show you this other flavor of keto brick that I have. Hold on. Here we go. This is what it looks like. This is the chocolate. This is what the brick looks like. So it's 1,000 calories. It's 1,000 calories. It is totally shelf stable. Like obviously if you take it in like 40-degree weather, it will melt and it'll get a little bit softer as the hotter it gets. But it's like, it literally looks like a brick. The texture, if I bite it, I can show you. So I'll just bite one. What's the texture? Some people, it's so good. It's definitely not as sweet as the Keto Chow. And as I said earlier in the show, we had someone who bought 75 of these bricks. And I will say what's really interesting is, and this is the whole thing about like people, not everybody likes the same thing, but we have people who've tried the bricks that don't like the bricks because they're just like, this is not, either it's not sweet enough or it's not like, it's too chalky when they bite it. I always give them the suggestion of melting it down and making it into little pucks or little thins like Keto Greg. So if you go to Google Keto Brick Bark SwitchGrocery, you'll definitely find a great like a recipe that I wrote up with photos. Catherine asked, what's my favorite keto brick flavor? My favorite keto brick flavor is the nootropic icing, which was all the 75 that were sold today. My second favorite flavor is the macadamia madness. I think we have that in stock. And they said that the macadamia madness and the peanut butter madness and the chocolate peanut butter. Okay, we have 4 macadamia butters available, but there'll be more coming. They're going to do another launch soon. Brian's favorite is the chocolate peanut butter and the chocolate flavors. I really like the chocolate mint that just came out. That's probably been my new favorite. Like it's just I'm not a super mint person, but it's been the perfect blend of mint and chocolate. The nootropic, Tanya says she's the only flavor she hasn't tried. So Tanya, I'm like a fruity person. I like more fruitier flavors. Brian loves chocolate. Like my partner, he's all about chocolate. He's all about peanut butter. He's all about, I think that's why he doesn't love the Keto Chow peanut butter, because he says the flavor's a little too faint for him and he needs to add peanut butter to it, or he likes it mixed with other flavors. I love the peanut butter because it's a little bit lighter. Like I'm not a strong peanut butter person. I'm not a strong chocolate person. We obviously agree on the raspberry cheesecake, which is back in stock, because raspberry cheesecake was out of stock for a long time with Keto Chow, but it's back in stock. But definitely, I really like the nootropic icing, because like the milk and cookies, it's like a creamier texture. It's a little more fruity element with the pineapple and the coconut. And then obviously the macadamia madness. And they have told me that macadamia madness is one of their top sellers. So I think they're really going to try to bring that back. Karen says she loves the chocolate mint keto brick. Karen, that makes me so excited. Like I don't even like chocolate mint, and I really liked the chocolate mint keto brick. This is something I would tell you to buy a keto brick. So people, for example, like people who buy a keto brick, when we get like these really large orders, or people who are going camping, people who like definitely nurses, shift workers, construction workers, like people who need to just get it done. So on my accounting days where I have a lot of accounting work, sometimes I literally just take this in my purse. I prefer the thin bark way to eat them. But I can tell you one thing, like I have taken these in my purse. I have had them on a way back from driving back at around like 3-4 p.m. And I've had like almost a whole brick. My blood sugar has stayed under 7 with these. My blood sugar stays very stable with keto bricks. And I think that's because the founder has been very insistent that they're not very heavy on sweeteners. It's a high quality product. So like they make sure they have really, really good, good high quality ingredients. Are we getting more nootropic icing? Yeah, Maza, we will. I'm a little bit sad that the person bought us out today, but obviously she needed them for her job and she needed them. So, oh my gosh. Fuck. Okay, I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh, I just swore. It's okay. It's okay. So I just lost the entire Instagram live because my Instagram live died. Oh my gosh, this is not good. It's all good. It's okay. It's okay. I'll have to make sure that I post the video and get it out on Instagram. Okay, so we're now back on Facebook. Lisa says she's not a huge fan, but she does like it as bark. I have 2 bricks that I'm keeping to make more bark next time my sister visits. That's amazing. I'm so happy to hear that. Definitely people are not fans of the texture. Some people are not fans of the texture. We get this email all the time, and the melting it down even into pucks really, really helps. So I know that Robert, who's the founder, who we interviewed a few weeks in December, actually, he really likes the texture out of the package. But definitely, I'm much more bigger fan of the bark style. All right, you guys, I think that's about it. I'm just gonna check our orders. Oh wow. Amazing. Thank you guys so much. We have some great orders coming in through already. I will say just one thing. If you're thinking of placing an order and if you like Mr. Tortilla wraps, we have had a dating issue on the wraps. So generally we freeze the wraps. And so when Mr. Tortilla sends us the wraps, they don't have an expiry date on them because we freeze them. So, and after freezer, they last 3 months. What happened was they, by mistake, added the expiry date on a few multigrain wraps. That was December 31st, 2022, which is an incorrect expiry date because we freeze them. So you'll be getting an email tomorrow. If you want to wait to place an order, you'll be getting an email tomorrow. And if you like Mr. Tortilla wraps, they are actually going to be 50% off tomorrow. I really don't want to throw them out because we freeze them and we have permission from Keto Chow and they're just frozen and they're good for you for 3 months, shelf stable after we ship them. That's the date. But if you freeze them, they last obviously for a year. Not that they last that long, or I just keep them in the fridge and finish them off in 3 months. Definitely refrigerate them on arrival, but they will be 50% off. So we're going to send that email out tomorrow morning with a reminder of the launches if you want to wait to place your order, because we just need to check how much inventory we have and put that sale on. Yeah, and that's about it. I will let you go, you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for this live. I will definitely be trying the egg coffee, and I'll have to try it because that is just how life is. And I've now committed myself to something which I have to do. This is what happens on every single live. Good night. Kimberly says, good night. Good night, Visual Keto. Good tip from Visual Keto, not over for Keto Chow. Around 70 Fahrenheit is good enough. And he's given us some exact numbers for how. Kimberly says, just try it and make a short. I will. Night all from Lori. Bye. Bye, you guys. Appreciate you. Susan says, good night, Neha. Good night. I'm so excited. I'll talk to you guys soon.